In this problem, we'll be answering several questions from the information provided in the table about the median home price in Phoenix, Arizona and Las Vegas, Nevada. Notice we're given the median home price for Phoenix and Vegas for 1970 and 2000. Our first question asks, in what state are the home prices increasing at a higher rate? To find the rate of change, we'll determine the change in the median home price and divide by the change in the number of years. This is the same as determining the slope between 2 points, where we find the difference of the function values, or in this case the median home prices, and divide by the change in the x values, which in this case would be the change in the number of years. A lot of times when working with data, we don't use the actual year for our input or x values. We often let the base year equal 0, so 0 will represent the year 1970. Since 2000 is 30 years after 1970, we'll let 30 represent the year 2000. And these will be the x values that we'll use to determine our rate of change, as well as other information. Let's start by determining the slope or rate of change for Phoenix. I'm going to go ahead and call this m sub p, because it would be the same as the slope between these 2 points. First, we'll find the difference in the function values of the median home prices. That'll be 94,000 minus 27,400. And we'll divide this by the change in the x values, or the change in the year, which will be 30 minus 0, which would just be 30. And to save some time, I've already calculated this. This comes out to 2,220, which means between these years, the average rate of change in the median home price is an increase of $2,220 per year. Now let's go ahead and do the same for Las Vegas. We'll call this m sub l. Again, we'll first find the difference in the median home prices. So that'll be 90,600 minus 21,000. Divide by the change in the years, which again is 30. And this comes out to 2,320, which tells us the rate of change in the median home price in Las Vegas is more. It's increasing at a rate of $2,320 per year. So to answer the question, in what state are home prices increasing at a higher rate, the answer would be Las Vegas. We can tell from the rates of change, it's increasing $100 per year more than it is in Phoenix. Now let's take a look at another question. If the trend continues, what would the median home price be in Phoenix in 2020? To answer this question, we are going to assume the increase in median home price can be modeled using a linear function. So going back to our previous example, the rate of change, or the slope for the linear function for the increase in the median home price for Phoenix, would be 2,220. So if our slope is equal to 2,220, so we know m. Now we need to determine the y-intercept of this function before we make this prediction. Because we let x equals 0 represent 1970, the function value when x equals 0 is our y-intercept. So for the linear model, the y-intercept is going to be 27,400. So b is going to be equal to 27,400. So the linear function we'll use to model the median home price in Phoenix will be p of x, p for Phoenix, equals 2,220 times x, the number of years after 1970, plus the y-intercept of 27,400. Now to find the value of x to represent the year 2020, x is going to be equal to 2020 minus the base year of 1970. So we'll use x equals 50 to predict the median home price in Phoenix for the year 2020. So p of 50 is going to be equal to 2,220 times 50 plus 27,400. This comes out to 138,400. Again, this would be our prediction for the median home price in Phoenix for the year 2020. Now let's look at one more question. Using the given data, when will the median home price be the same in Phoenix and in Las Vegas? Well, we already found the function to represent the median home price in Phoenix. That was p of x equals 2,220x plus 27,400. And again, assuming the growth is linear, We'll now find the linear function to represent the median home price in Las Vegas. Well, going back to the first slide, the slope of the linear function would be 2,320. So we'd have 2,320x. And then when x is 0, notice how the median home price in Las Vegas was $21,000, which would be the y-intercept. So if we want to know when the median home prices will be the same, we want to know when p of x will equal L of x. Well, that will occur when 2,220x plus 27,400 is equal to 2,320x plus 21,000. So if we solve this equation for x, we'll know how many years after 1970 the median home prices will be the same if we use linear functions to model the data. Let's go and subtract this x term on both sides. Notice how this would be 0, and our x term is now going to be on the right side. So let's also go ahead and subtract 21,000 on both sides. So on the left side, we're going to have 6,400 equals, this will be 100x. Dividing both sides by 100, we have x equals 64. Remember, this is a number of years after 1970, so to figure out what year this would be, we need to take the base year of 1970 and add 64. So using linear functions to model this data, the median home prices would be the same in Phoenix and Las Vegas in the year 2034. Okay, I hope you found this helpful.